Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Welcome back to the Budget Sommelier. We've had a long absence here, a couple weeks, just getting comfortable. Haven't been in front of the camera in a little bit now. We appreciate your patience. Friends of the show have been asking, when is the next episode coming? Well, I'm proud to say that at this special nighttime release, the Budget Sommelier is back with a very special wine today. We are reviewing 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Cali Gold. Now, you may have noticed the title of this video down below here and the card at the beginning. It says 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Cali Gold. It doesn't say Snoop Dogg's Cali Gold. It says Snoop Dogg Cali Gold. I don't know why they didn't choose to make it possessive. You would think you would make it possessive, but they chose not to do that. We're going to talk more about 19 Crimes. This bottle goes for around $20. I paid $20. The website says the MSRP is $18, but at my local Meijer, they charged me $20. So this is right at the tippy top of the budget within the Budget Sommelier's range of wine review prices. So what that tells me is that this is going to be the best wine we've had yet. So a little bit about our Cali Gold. You're thinking to yourself, Cali Gold, that's not a wine style I'm familiar with. I know Riesling, I know Brut, Chardonnay, Champagne, Pinot Grigio, Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, buttery Chardonnay, a couple different types of Chardonnay. You know all these different wine types. They often correspond either to a region like Bordeaux or a grape variety like one of the grape varieties I just mentioned. But Cali Gold is not a grape variety, nor is it specific enough to be a region. So if you go on their website to find out what exactly is in this bottle, they will tell you that it is 10% Muscat Alexandria, 26% White Riesling, 28% French Colombard, and 36% mixed white. So again, 10% Muscat Alexandria. Muscat Alexandria is extremely cheap wine variety. If you've ever heard of Muscatel, Muscatel is it's favored by a certain group. They're called winos in African American vernacular English. They're the ones that like to drink Muscatel because it's extremely cheap. So we're not off to a good start with Muscatel. Oh, but then we bring in the Riesling, right? Riesling is a delicious German wine variety. I love Riesling. We're going to review some Rieslings later on the show. It's a great type. It's that sort of dry white wine flavor that everybody loves. Riesling is great. And then 28% French Colombard. What is French Colombard? It's a common white wine variety used in jug blends. Now, again, we've had Muscatel, which is the wino variety, and then now we're having Colombard, which is the jug blend. So this is not off to a good start. But then the coup de grace is, of course, 36% mixed white. So they've already mixed 3 white grape varieties that they're willing to tell you about. And then when they get to the remaining 36%, they're just saying, hey, it's a mixed white, sort of like myself. I'm a mixed white, and Cali Gold, 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Cali Gold is also 36% mixed white. So we're not off to a good start. We're not really shooting at $20 best wine ever. Right now, that's not sounding so good. So 19 Crimes is a pretty famous budget wine brand. You see these in the stores all the time. They have the mug, the mean mug shot on the mugshot on the bottle. Apparently they have like a adjusted AARP adjusted reality visual thing you can do with your phone, where like the Cali Gold bottle like raps to you. I didn't try this, but apparently the Cali Gold bottle raps to you. Maybe I'll put something in the end about this. But yeah, they do like this alternate reality where like the guy will like tell you, "Oh mate, so I was sent down to Australia in 1867 for bigamy, wouldn't I? And then I'm now on a wine bottle." Like that's their whole thing. It's a really stupid gimmick, but this is their ad copy off their website. 19 Crimes is defiant by nature, bold in character, and always uncompromising. We are proud to partner with entertainment icon Snoop Dogg, who embodies all of these qualities and more through hard work and perseverance. When I think of Snoop Dogg, the 1990s novelty weed rapper, I think of hard work and perseverance. Snoop Dogg is a cultural creator, innovator, dreamer, thinker, doer, ideas, and leader in pop culture. Now, that's true. He is a pop culture leader. So about the 19 crimes on their website as well, it says, it's the Industrial Revolution. People were increasingly moving to cities. Prisons were overcrowded, and petty crime was on the rise. After the Revolution of 1776 prevented transportation to America, it was decided banishment to Australia would solve these problems. And then they list the 19 crimes that people were deported to Australia for. You know, there's a great song. Farewell to your bricks and mortar. Farewell to your dirty lies. Farewell to your gangways and your gangplanks, and to hell with your overtime. And the good ship Ragamuffin, she's lying at the quay. And he'll take old Pat, put a shovel on his back to the shores of Botany Bay. You know, it's like this sort of nice song. Good song. That's what it's about. It's about being deported to Australia for one of these crimes. Grand larceny, so that's big theft. Petty larceny, little theft. Buying or receiving stolen goods, jewels, and plate. I wonder if that's like plates, or if it's plate as in plated metals. Stealing lead, iron, or copper, or buying or receiving those items. Impersonating an Egyptian. Stealing from furnished lodging. Setting fire to underwood. Carry underwood, that is. Setting fire to carry underwood. That was not a capital offense, but that did get you deported to Australia. Stealing letters, advancing the postage, and secreting the money. Assault with intent to rob. Stealing fish from a pond or river, stealing roots, trees, or plants, or destroying them. Bigamy, which of course is being married and then getting married, horrible crime. Assaulting, cutting, or burning clothing. Counterfeiting the copper coin. Clandestine marriage. So that's, well, I guess if you got married and you didn't have the banns read in church, maybe that's what they're getting after. Stealing a shroud out of a grave. Watermen carrying too many passengers on the Thames, if any drowned. Okay, so that could be bad. Incorrigible rogues who broke out of prison, and persons reprieved from execution, and embezzling naval stories. So these are the things they got you deported to Australia in the 19th century. So I guess what they're wanting you to think of when you're having their wine is illegal marriage, bigamy, innocent children and women drowning in the Thames, stealing, theft. These are the things that are coming to mind when you're having the wine, and they want you to associate these horrible crimes with cultural icon Snoop Dogg, because we have a storied past regarding criminal justice in this country and the African American community, and apparently the owners of this crime company want you to associate Snoop Dogg, you know, an African American gentleman with 19 crimes. So that's not something I would do. I think that is a deplorable association, but that's what they want you to do. So maybe you take issue with that, because I take issue with that. So about the wine we're going to have, Snoop Dogg's bringing the rhymes. Snoop is bringing the rhymes through augmented reality with the world's first rapping wine label. Cali Gold features floral and citrus aromas, subtle nuttiness, and toast. Okay, so we're going to have another wine that is mixing flavors that don't belong in a wine. The flavors are round and rich with tropical fruit, lemon, and green apples, all coming to a long, crisp citrus finish. Pop bottles, Cali style. All right, so that's what we're about to do. We're about to pop a bottle, Cali style. So we have here our champagne receptacle with ice to keep it nice and cold, the right temperature. So we don't need any of our patented wine opening tools today, since this one has perforated foil, because it is a sparkling wine, so it's going to have perforated foil. So we'll get that off there. And then, just scratch that off the top. So you can see, this is a pressurized carbonated wine. So we're going to have to take the twister here and do that 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Pop out your zin, because we're popping bottles. We're not popping zins. So you take your cage off. This is your cork cage. Cork cages are very popular these days. They're popular in very unhappy marriages. I don't exactly understand why, but for some reason, when you meet like a slovenly sort of unhappy man, he's always talking about his cork cage. I imagine they must drink a lot of wine in unhappy marriages. My marriage is very happy, so we don't drink a lot of wine. We have no use for cork cages. So we're going to pop this bottle off. So again, you're going to twist while holding your thumb over the cork so as not to shoot anybody. So you got some smoke coming out there. Oh, is that the indica, or is that the sativa? You know, this is a weed, Snoop Dogg weed. I think it's champagne. Well, it's not champagne. It's Cali Gold. It's a mixed white. It's Muscatel and French Colombard and Riesling. So again, apparently this wine label will wrap to you if you. I don't know what you have to do to make it wrap to you. It's not wrapping to me now. Maybe this one's broken. So we're gonna grab our champagne coupe because we're having a sparkling white, so we're gonna have it in the right receptacle. So let's get this poured in here. So this is a very lightly colored. Oh, with more, the gold comes out a little bit. I don't know if you can really see it. It's much more gold in the studio than I believe it is on the camera there. It looks more white there. So let's get a smell test. Yeah, there's nothing. There is absolutely nothing. I'm getting the slightest hint of white wine. Yeah, but there's not much going on there. All right, well, let's do the taste test. Let's see how 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg non-possessive Cali Gold tastes. All right. Wow. It's bubbly in all the worst possible ways. It's almost exclusively bubbles. Wow. And then when the bubbles goes away, you get that 36% mixed white flavor. Ooh, boy, that is for $20. Ugh. It's just all bubbles. Horrible, like rancid, dry flavor at the back of the mouth. There's no sweetness. There's not even like that little bit of white wine sweetness, because you don't maybe want like a super sweet wine, but there's not even like that sort of sweet with the dry. It's all dry. Of course it would be, right? We saw what the freaking mixture was. It was the cheapest garbage grapes ever made. It's California garbage. That's the mixture. It's California garbage, and it tastes like that. Maybe I should have used like a regular flute, but I'm all getting bubbles here. It's sort of like when you pour a beer out of a keg poorly and it's all foam at the top. That's what the mouthfeel is, and it's just that's turning my stomach. I'm going to rate 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Cali Gold as undrinkable. This thing is way too expensive. The flavor is horrible. The texture is horrible. The smell is bad. You could get Asti, the Martini Asti, for like $7. That's better than this, or the equivalent, like bad sparkling wine. I don't think that if you put this with like a mimosa, it still wouldn't work. Completely undrinkable, absolutely horrible. I guess thank you to JW and RW who recommended this wine. It's trash. Never buy this again. And as always, thanks for tuning in to the Budget Sommelier. Please like and subscribe and comment what wine you would like to see reviewed next on the show. And make sure to tune in next time where we review another wine that won't break the bank.